Hello and welcome back. In this series, I want to go through the entire Elyos campaign. I will not only explain the campaign quests and their meaning for the world of Atreya, but also tell you about all the important characters and their personal story. We will also include special places of interest that you always wondered about. And lastly, I will explain all the dungeons, their backstory, the reason we go and kill everything there, and how we follow up on our tasks after the dungeon. So lean back, relax, and let's start. In the last video we heard the story of Hannet and her lover Denlavis, who left her and decided to stay with Gromit in the Fire Temple. This time we have been called to the Elton Observatory, because the etheric field protector Tumblusen is worried. We have many enemies in Elton, and they are not solely made of flesh and bone. We are threatened by so many things. Look around. We have already surrendered villages to the desert. We have already surrendered villages to the Manduri. And now someone else watches us, though we do not know why yet.
A band of fierce Caden Krall have been seen scouting the area, near the etheric field observatory.
The Krall have cast aside Mabangta and his methods. Now Sir Endukal leads the Kaiden Krall. He is a vicious creature, but knows his tools well. Sir Endukal stirs a war drum in the heartbeats of his Krall, and still we know almost nothing of their intentions. What we do know is that their scouts are watching us constantly, and that is enough cause for concern. Please attack and kill the scouts before they can report back to Sir Endukal. This will reduce the Krall's advantage. So we go and kill their scouts. Afterwards we report back to Tumblusen. He is worried about this whole situation and sends us directly to the Elton's General Telemachus. Telemachus also wants to know what their plan is, but scouting them isn't that easy. We cannot simply walk in and see what's going on. Instead we come up with the plan to ask Mabangta for help. As the former leader of the Krall territory, he should know how to get in and find out what's going on. We go to Mabangta and ask for his help. Without much hesitation, he agrees and teleports us to the watchtower, where we have a great view over the Krall territory. From the watchtower we see an abyss gate. Of course they plan to once again help the Balaur to invade Elysia. We have to stop them. We return to Tumblusen as fast as we can and tell him about the construction of the abyss gate. Tumblusen is shocked. He will alert Telemachus immediately, because if their work is not stopped soon, we will have far more than the Krall to worry about. We also return to General Telemachus, but he has a different task for us, because the Lepharists are back. Not only did the Lepharists steal the artifact from the outpost ruins, but they also kidnapped some engineers.
Deep in the Lepharist construction base, you'll find the abducted civil engineer.
They obviously want to use the engineers to construct their base. As for the artifact, we do not know what they have planned with it. But whatever their aim is, the Lepharists must be stopped. We make our way to the Kriulu outpost, and we immediately see the huge amount of Lepharists down below. We found the engineer, destroyed the cage he was locked in, and rescued him. Then we moved back to Telemachus and told him about everything. The Lepharists are using the artifact's power to construct their base. We cannot allow that to happen. But we cannot simply destroy an artifact. We need special ether explosives for that. Luckily, Telemachus is already prepared for that and hands it to us.
The Lepharists are keeping the artifact deep inside the Malek diggings. They have it under heavy guard, and getting that far inside is not going to be easy.
We fight our way through the Lepharists and reach the artifact. We place the ether bomb and run as fast and far away as we can. With the Lepharists' efforts in ruins, we return to Telmachus to report of our success. The Lepharists should no longer be a serious threat now, but we have a lot more problems to deal with in Eltnan anyway. But while Eltnan is in danger, the Elyos in the Abyss also need reinforcements, so we are sent to Sakmis, an Elyos general in the Abyss. She tells us that in war there is always suffering and misery. Victory may come eventually, but the price is always high even for the victor. But it's true that great victory can only be attained through great sacrifice. The wounded and prisoners of war, for example. With that being said, she wants us to help the rescue team save the captured Elyos near the Sulphur Fortress. While it is heavily guarded by Balaur, we manage to fight our way through and bring the captive to the cliff, where a rescue squad awaits us.
Wait, I'm too wounded to fly. You see the rescue squad yet?
Brigade General Michaela sent us here to rescue the captives. We'll escort this one to Teminin Landing. We've got it from here.
Then we return to give our report. Whilst we restock on resources, we get approached by a man named Ventus. He says he has heard so many good things about us, but to officially handle missions in the Abyss, we need one incredibly important ability: being able to understand the Balaur language. The Balaur language is very complex and would usually take a dedicated deva many years to learn. But a Shugo possesses a potion which enables us to learn the Balaur language quickly. Intrigued, we make our way to the Sanctum shipyard to find the Shugo. We find Kunbarinurk, give him 20,000 kina and get the potion. We drink it, but we do not know if it really worked. We return to Ventus and tell him that we acquired and drank the potion. He seems very sure that it has worked, so we probably should just move on. Sooner or later, we will know if it worked anyway. The governor of Rashanta, Michalis, orders us to him. He heard our name from Pernos, who told him about a deva who lost all their memories and was rendered human, only to ascend again. He asks if we have recovered our memories. We tell him that we only remember a few fragments. He then advises us to talk to Pernos again. He is more capable than we might think. So we return to the beautiful Poeta and talk to Pernos. He is happy with us. Even here he hears about our great accomplishments. We tell him that we want to recover our memories, and if maybe he can help us. He tells us about a Leibo named Lugbug that we should visit. Lugbug is the caretaker of the Artefact of Inception, which may be instrumental in recovering our memories. Leibo are mysterious beings believed to be somehow connected to the Aeon Tower, but nobody knows anything specific about them. Back into the Abyss we go. The Leibo Island is directly below the Eye of Rashanta. That is a long flight ahead of us. As we land on the island, we approach the biggest Leibo, called Lugbug. He asks us why we are here, and he says, "Is that Akarios smell?" We tell him that Pernos has sent us. He says, "Akarios, yes. As you come with his blessing, I will let you use the artifact. Then we again see a glimpse of our past, our ceremony to become the Mirage Legion's Brigade General.
I've heard rumors. Is that Deva really as brave as everyone says?
Yes, I saw it with my own eyes in battle against the Balaur. Such power it was, simply breathtaking.
In the name of the 5 Empyrean Lords, I appoint thee as the new Brigade General of the Mirage Legion.
I guess they don't call you the 13th Empyrean Lord without good reason.
Congratulations,
Good
General.
work.
I feel remiss. Because I couldn't have done it without you.
People apparently called us the 13th Empyrean Lord. Could we have been that important and strong? We say goodbye to Lugbug and return to Sanctum. We have again retrieved another fragment of our lost memories, but we cannot dwell on that for long. The Elyos in the Abyss need reinforcements against the Balaur and the Asmodeans. The Kaiden Krall in Altnan are trying to open an Abyss gate for the Balaur, and we have to stop this. Other regions are also in a lot of trouble. It feels like the world around us is crumbling. But the only thing to do right now is to rest up and await the commands of our generals.